Hello and welcome back to Amusements of Rapture. Now, I haven't made a video for a while. Thought it would be good to come back and make one. And I've got a map here called a Community Canada that I want to play because Canada is my most difficult country in this game. It's number one. Then I think it's Peru, then Brazil, maybe. But I've heard that Canada is pretty learnable, so I should practice it. I've done a few practice series before, but with this one, I think it would be a good idea to try guessing in the country, see what scores I get, and then compare it to trying to guess in the country at the end after all the practice videos in between, you know? So hopefully I see a difference from the start, when I shouldn't be so good now, to the end, when I should have improved a bit and learnt something. Anyway, enough talking, let's get into it. I'm going to play no move. And yeah, just talk about what I see. Array there on the stop sign. So this should be Quebec or New Brunswick. I think French is most commonly spoken in those two places. We have no plates. Oh yeah, plates. Forgot about plates. Plates haunt me. I'm always getting them wrong. But no plates. Isn't that Quebec? Alberta, Saskatchewan too. Ooh, yeah. I'm not really looking at the Plunkett guide, I'm just using the knowledge I have to start with. I will keep checking the Plunkett guide though. This just looks to me like one of the bigger cities. Montreal or Quebec? Will an angle work like this? Kind of works, I think. For Montreal, let's check the angles in Quebec. Seems to be less of a thing in Quebec, but it could be Quebec. Let's just go for Montreal. Okay, and it was. Was there water next to me? I swear, if there's water in around, like a water body, I never actually see it. It's kind of funny. It can be right next to me and I totally miss it. But yeah, first round. I'll take that. Next one. More difficult, definitely. We're not just in the city this time. Poles aren't really helping me. They're just regular wooden poles. Now, I need to check what people call Christmas trees. Like, are these Christmas trees? Are they considered Christmas trees? Like, are these considered Christmas trees too? I guess it'd be better to learn the actual species names. For autumn coverage, I know seasonal coverage will be important. Colours the car. Can't really see. It's black, isn't it? Not that I know cars or seasons, but yeah. This thing here, is it the transformer? Is like perpendicular to the road, if there was a road here, you know. I think that means we're in BC or New Brunswick. And I'm unsure which. Remember, I'm quite the Canada noob compared to all the other countries. I guess New Brunswick makes more sense. I am just totally relying on that as a meta. The transformer. I did see around that MK had earlier. That was in BC. It was autumn coverage. I think it was like blue car as well. This is 2025 coverage. Yeah. I guess I'll just go New Brunswick here. A bit clueless. Where does New Brunswick end? It ends like here, right? feel like it's a little more north, don't know why. But yeah, okay, sweet. Pretty good guess, I'm impressed with that. What? Was very much expecting it to be BC, even though it didn't look like typical BC. Alright, next round. Okay. Interesting, like, grainy highway here. Pasture Resource Road. No French there, it's just English. I'm sure these poles are useful. They're like trident poles. They're not Saskatchewan ones, are they? Don't think so. But yeah. A lot of Canada guessing seems to be guessing off the road and the trees, which I find quite difficult. Especially when you get some of the same tree species in different parts of Canada and it's huge, you know. But yeah, I'm hoping to learn and change my guesses so that they're better. I heard that double yellow lines is a common thing in Nova Scotia. It's the most common place to find double yellow. It's not double yellow here. There are gaps in between, but maybe it turns into double yellow over there. There are a lot of Christmas trees, right? I should take that into consideration. Worried this could easily be Ontario, but does Ontario have mountains like this? Does Nova Scotia have mountains? Sometimes I can't see the mountains on the map. Nova Scotia's pretty flat, right? So I think that should change where I guess. It's not Newfoundland, is it? Potentially. Does look quite remote, you know, as if there are not many big cities nearby. Let's check the angle. This angle could work. There are mountains. If I go over to Ontario, can I find mountains? Like, I don't even know. I don't think there are, right? Potentially somewhere, but yeah, the road angle isn't amazing for Ontario. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Newfoundland here. And whereabouts? Let's try and line something up. That is there a pond next to me? Probably not, but yeah. Oh, sweet. Wow. I'm surprised at these guesses. But I think I'm using some logic, so it's working. Next round, let's go. Okay, I think we've got our first plains round. Or prairies. And yeah, it's just very flat. We've got small cam here with this skull-like blur. There's so much small cam now. Single yellow line. Poles aren't telling me much, even though maybe this yellow thing, this attachment is useful. Maybe that sticker, I don't know. There are lots of metas for Canada that I just don't know. I think that's why I've heard that it's learnable. If this was just a normal round, I might go like an American state here just because of the crops, but I've got to remember lots of crops are grown in Canada too. So yeah, it's not like north-south or east-west this road, it's kind of bending around. Whereabouts? Is this more Alberta side or more Ontario side? Well, Ontario just have like bending roads, But to be honest, maybe Sask and Alberta does too. They seem more diagonal in those two states. I think I'll try Manitoba. Let me check this sign. Sometimes the street names can be helpful. Yeah, just don't know where they'd be growing this. I just know it's plainsy, right? No, I was incorrect. It's not even plainsy. Well, it was, just not in the plains states. That was Quebec. Okay, so first fail. Good. I've got stuff to learn. Next one here. Oh, we have place names. And we have a bollard. It's just, yeah. This is an Alberta bollard over there. What does it look like? A matchstick? Black and white. Dewberry and Mary Wayne. Does this look north? Let's just check. Not really. It's kind of east-west. Dewberry and Mary Wayne. Well, wish me luck. Gonna search for those. Guess I should start from the bottom. Medicine Hat. What a name. Rolling Hills. It would be good to find one of these. Didsbury. That's a place in Manchester. Veteran, Coronation, Alliance. Yeah, these names are wild. Viking, Millet. Dewberry's there. And that's 15 kilometers away. To the east, I'm guessing. So, yeah, and Mary Wayne is 34. What's 15 minus 34? 19? So that should be 19 kilometers between them. And just checking the angle here. Ooh. Does it do that? Like bends around over there. Potentially. And then this way it kind of bends around a little. No, it's not really bending around a little there. But yeah. Again, I'm going to check this. Dewberry, 15 kilometers. It's really not that much. Doesn't line up. Could it be down here somewhere? Yeah, there are so many roads. Could be any. 15 kilometers though. It's just not that far, is it? Could it be on the other side? Like there. Down here. Yeah, well, it's just around here somewhere. I don't know where. Could it be this road? Have you got a double highway? No, we haven't. Like a divided highway. So it can't be this road because that's all divided. Yeah, I was hoping for a 5k, but I think I'll just go for it. Dewberry. Can't find it now. Dewberry. There you are. Let's go down here. That's divided as well. Don't want to divide it. Is there a train track? No. But yeah. Where? Trying to look for a road. It's not that, but yeah. Wow, yeah, 15 kilometers is so close. It was here. Okay. So for that we got 18k. I'll take it. Guessed in Manitoba when it was Quebec, looks like. But besides that, pretty decent. Let's go for another one. Alright, yeah. Please give me some challenging rounds. They'll definitely come up. That's good. So here I'm just thinking, wow, there are an abundance of Christmas trees. Are they like BC trees? I think there's something to do with how tall they are, right? Like they're definitely tall in BC. They could be shorter the more north they are. I'm just making assumptions, but you know, there are ways to distinguish this stuff. Again, the coverage looks quite, well, it looks like Gen 3 coverage, right? Which is only in certain places. I'm not a huge fan of learning coverage, but can definitely help. Like I think Yukon has Gen 2, maybe Alaska too. Well, yeah, this map won't have Alaska, but just mentioning it. Is this BC? There's something to do with pinkness and Newfoundland. I think I'll just go for Newfoundland. Hope for the best. There are not many roads though, are there? That's concerning. Okay, it was Newfoundland, just over there. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Next round. Okay, we got double yellow. Is it Nova Scotia? Terrain Aven... Can't say that. Is that French though? Yes, that's definitely French. Road Principal. So, no plate. Is this just Quebec? I feel like being able to recognize just one Canadian state better will be super helpful. Nice outdoor pool here and conservatory. Wow. There's so much space in Canada. I'm just not used to it. That's what I notice if I go to other places in the world. The UK is just so cramped. It's like everyone's living within a 1 mile square radius. I did see something about like bollards on the guardrails. I think that's a Quebec thing, but can't really see. They're like green and blue. But yeah, anyway, key things here, no plate. Could be traveling from another state. I think there's no plate there either. I think I'll just go Quebec, fairly north. Let's go like here. It's not that, but wow. Decent, yeah. It was that road. Nice. Next one. Okay, very plainsy. Would I go Kansas on this? Probably. Tell me if you know how to tell the difference. Guess you can with the coverage. Sometimes you can see in Generation 3 if there's one triangle, meaning US, or two triangles, meaning Canada. This only appears to have one triangle. Or am I looking at the wrong part? Yeah, I can't always tell how many triangles there are. And is this even Generation 3? I've struggled to tell the difference between Generation 3 and Generation 4. Coverage, sometimes. But yeah, let's just go Sask, right? Not bad. Yeah. Don't know how you would region guess Alberta and Sask, really. Besides using some trees, besides knowing where the hills are, because the prairies can be a little hilly. I would not be going states on this because of these trees. They're so northern. Is this feeling a little wetter? Like Manitoba? That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like you get these trees in Minnesota, Wisconsin, so it makes some more sense. Could be the edge of Ontario too. That's how I learn countries, or use other countries to guess countries I know more about. I use what's on the other side of the border. You know, like Washington can look like BC, North Dakota can look like Sask or Manitoba. Yeah, it helps. But yeah, thinking Manitoba here. Sweet. It was just over the border in Sask. Ooh. Is this like a new build? The building, housing estate. We've got plates. Arbor Plumbing, 476. I don't know area codes. There's infinite stuff to learn. 705. Yeah. I think there's stuff to learn about bollards, like those kind of like traffic cones. Surprising what stuff you can pick up on. But yeah, because of the plates, I think I'm just guessing like Ontario somewhere. Yeah. Scared it's BC. Don't know where to go in Ontario either. Okay. Was Ontario just over there? And that's the second seed, almost 15k. Not terrible. I didn't go east when it was west and vice versa. I think we'll go for one more. So, what do we got? 7th Street, 25th Street. Yellow and black fire hydrant. United Alarm. It's all English so far. No plate, no plate, no plate, no plate. Okay. Does that mean Quebec again? Is that my one meta for Quebec besides French language? Yeah. All of these cars really have no plates. It's quite obvious. Would I go states on this? Shouldn't with these trees, right? But maybe I would. Yeah, just Quebec somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the city. What's the angle saying? It's going to be a suburb. Yeah, don't know. Oh, wow. I was totally wrong there. Calgary. Yeah, well, that is another place with no plate, where plates are not required. All right, next one. I'm just happy to get some wrong, you know, so that next time I can stop assuming it's Quebec. Poles aren't helpful to me. Lots of Christmas trees. Single yellow line in the middle of the road. Yeah. Newfoundland again? Potentially? What's going on with this pole? Don't know. Feels out the way. I think either Quebec or Newfoundland. It was Newfoundland again, and I keep clicking west when it's east. Good to get the island though. Can't see what that says. Double yellow. I'm just going to try my meta. That's most common in Nova Scotia. Whereabouts? Something like that. Yeah, it was Nova Scotia. It's a good meta so far. Next round. Yep, that's a poll. For sale, it's English. Oh, yeah, I know the maximum signs are regional. Isn't that just a typical one, though? Sometimes if it has kilometers an hour underneath the number, then that's a different state, right? New Dawn apartments and cottages. Okay, it's in English. There's no bilingual signage. Any plates? All the cars are turned away from me. Yeah. Airport Avenue. Interesting. Are we near an airport? Red fire hydrant. Would be useful if the fire hydrants were regional. They've got mountains over there. Yeah, I'm stuck on this. It'll be obvious when I know, but don't know where to put this kind of landscape. Is this Newfoundland again? Why have I guessed Newfoundland before? I don't know, remoteness. But the airport, though, doesn't make me want to go. Yeah, unsure. Airport should point me towards a bigger city, no? Even just Ottawa. Who knows? It was Newfoundland. There's an airport there? There must be. What am I thinking? I just assumed it was a big airport, one of the bigger ones. And last round. Immediately we have an easy meta. Those are Alberta bollards, right? Yeah, they are. Would I have gone Alberta without them? Probably not. This looks really north Alberta. We've got double yellow lines as well. So they exist there. What's the angle saying? Looks really north. Like that. Bends around to the right. Okay, it's so north that it's not Alberta. Whoa, so Northern Territories has Alberta bollards? What? They did look a bit weird. Maybe they are not Alberta bollards. But yeah. More of a difficult one to finish on there. But yeah, interesting. Hope it was interesting for you. And yeah, I hope to practice some more Canada. Catch you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.